So you finally decide you're gay and you want to come out. Are you sure you're ready for this? Nowadays you have internet, and with internet you have YouTube. You pop on and you search coming out stories, and you will see a ton of them. So many of them. So many good ones, so many bad ones. And then you hear of the suicides because people that came out that it didn't work out for them, or the people that didn't come out and yet they were accused of being gay and their life just sucked. There's lots of great stories, there's lots of bad stories. So how do you know when you want to come out? How do you know who you want to tell? Through this week we have discussed many. I have listened to all the other videos, and you have many ways that you should come out, how you should come out, and it's all dependent upon you. That is what everybody has stressed. You cannot just say, because this person did it this way, this was the right way. You could have been married and finally decided you wanted to come out. A lot of us in the 50, 40, 50, 60, we grew up in a different time. We grew up in a time when gay was not as accepted as it is nowadays. So now it is more accepted. So they say, well, I want to come out. But a lot of them have family now. How is the family going to react? It's not set in stone how it's going to happen with anybody. I will agree that it must be something, in my opinion, it is not something that you're going to go out there and tell the world and everybody's going to accept. Because they won't. I live a time right now that I still have people out there that I work with, that I deal with every day, and they do not know I'm gay. If they knew I was gay, I would lose their business. I would lose their friendship. And people say, well, what good is it then? Why be friends with that person? The person's not a bad person. It's just how they were raised, how they were brought up. And you have to hope that someday their attitude will change. I can't forfeit work just because I'm gay. You can't expect everybody to accept who you are. It would be nice if they accepted that, but we still live in a world of many bigots, unfortunately. And yeah, bigots could be your own family. You don't know how you may think you know how your family would react, but it's not necessarily how it's going to be. As it has already been stated this week, they can feel okay for that person or that person, but when it's that person that they love that is closest to them, it may not be. So you have to pick and choose. Just because you're gay does not mean you have to tell the world. It is not I don't advise you to run out and tell every person. If you live in a community that everybody is that accepting, awesome. It's great. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you because you will live a life of love, obviously. But for me, it doesn't work that way always. I live in a world of probably 75% accept that I'm gay. But ironically, I just was told the other day that somebody that worked with me that needs help on one of his jobs would not talk to me because I was gay. He worked with me. He never expressed his problems with me being gay. But when it came down to working with me again on one of his jobs, he said, I can't do that. I accept it. You know, it's unfortunate. But it just goes to show how it does affect your life. It will affect your life when you come out. So don't feel that you have to go out and tell everybody. You do have to survive in this world. And until the world is 100% acceptant, it's not advised to tell everybody. You have your friends there. You have your family, hopefully, that will stand by you. My mother accepts that I'm gay. She will not accept that I bring a boyfriend and we sleep in the same bed. That is something that I have to accept. She has accepted it to a certain extent. But it was obvious as of this Christmas when I approached her about bringing a boyfriend over and spending the night, she preferred us in separate beds. The best advice has already been given this week, I believe. Do not go and tell groups of people. Tell one or two at a time. I chose to come out to individual people, one at a time, so I could get I could deal with their reaction as it happened. For me, the majority were good reaction. Even from my mother, who ironically doesn't want me to sleep with a guy in her house. But you're going to have that boyfriend or girlfriend. If you're a girl, you're going to have that individual living with you, hopefully, eventually. And then you will have to decide how you're going to handle it then. Because if you're working and you are not out, but you have this person that you want to spend your time with, you're going to have to make that choice. And some will choose, this is my friend. And that will work. It keeps it in the closet though, and that's tough. But you're gonna have times where you will remain in the closet. Your life of coming out is just that. It's a life of coming out. You will never stop coming out. I came out when I was 24 years old. And here I am to this day still coming out to people. I do not meet a person and say, "Hi, I'm Jeff and I'm gay." I come out and say hi and I become friends with that person. I work with that person. I do a job for that person. It doesn't mean they know I'm gay. And it doesn't mean they have to know you're gay. It's only when you feel it's necessary for you to come out to that person. And at that time, you're going to have to expect that they may not accept you for who you are. We're coming into a world of growing acceptance, and that's great. Nowadays, the acceptance seems to be out there more. It seems to be more acceptable by the younger generation than the older, and now you have a lot of the older generation wanting to come out. They see the acceptance happening, and they have lived the false life. They got married, they had kids, now they want to come out. And that's great. But you can expect that if you are one of those people, you may have children that do not accept you for who you are. You may have a wife or ex-wife or somebody out there that does not accept you for who you are. But the question is, how much do you want to live a lie? I got tired of living a lie. And I would have to say 90% of the people that I deal with knows that I'm gay. Yes, I said 90%. And that other 10% does not need to know I'm gay. It does not affect their life. It does not affect my life. So that's all I have for today. I hope I didn't repeat myself too much or drag it out too much. I hope you watch all the other people this week. They all were great. RJ, Richard, Chris, and Billy. They all gave great videos. I do not feel that you can ever have too many videos of how you should come out or what you should expect coming out. Because my video may not be the one, but Billy's may be, or Chris's may be. Somebody out there has the answer to you, for you, to how you should handle yourself when coming out. And I wish the best to all of them that do decide to do it. So watch the other videos, subscribe to us if you have not subscribed, subscribe to me if you are not subscribed to me, and I will see you next week. Bye.